So hello guys and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. Obviously got Snooker in the background, and obviously this is just a reaction video. I'm going to be doing a couple of these over the next few days, and obviously when I come back from holiday, I hope we have a plan in place, and hopefully I can just get your feedback and what you want me to do. So remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and push the notifications button so you don't ever miss a video on the channel. So the reaction today is the reaction to Manchester United getting top 3 in the BPL. When I first seen it last night, I was so happy. The fact that we've actually made the top 3 in the Premier League, which to be honest, in January I did not think was possible, just because of where we were, the fact that we didn't really have a plan in place. But with obviously the acquisition of Bruno Fernandes, that's made the difference. I think it's not just the fact that we've signed Bruno Fernandes. We have got other good players, but now that we've signed him as well, it just makes the team a lot better. And obviously guys, in this video I will be telling you what our transfer strategy should be. I'm not too sure it will be Solskjaer's transfer strategy, but I'm going to tell you what I think we should do and what I think Solskjaer will do. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So now that we've got Bruno, Pogba and all that, we've actually got a pretty steady team now. Hopefully we can make some more acquisitions, and just make it a really strong squad going into the next season. So the fact that we beat Leicester yesterday just shows how much we've grown and stuff like that into a great team. The fact that we put out players like Jesse Lingard, we put out players like, I'll actually get the lineups up. Actually, I'll just get the lineups up right now, because I'm pretty sure we played quite a lot of our fringe players. For Man United we had, to be fair, we didn't really have a lot there. To be fair, we were playing our strongest squad, apart from Matic maybe. But we had to bring on players like Jesse Lingard and stuff like that to really get the job done. But I just hope that Jesse Lingard can get back into some decent form, and hopefully he can be a really good player for us in the future. In terms of being a backup for Bruno Fernandes, or maybe even being better than Bruno Fernandes, maybe. But we'll need to wait and see what happens. Bad miss on the blue there. But do you know what? The fact that we even got that done was very good. I enjoyed the game yesterday. I watched it. Well, like just the highlights of it and that. But I really did enjoy it. I thought we played well. But we do. See, it's quite hard on some of the teams around us, like Leicester. They deserve to be in the Champions League. So do Sheffield United. So do Wolves. But the fact is, we had a stronger ending to the season than we did the start. And as the old saying goes, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And we've finished brilliantly. And Leicester, Sheffield United, Wolves and Tottenham have not. That's the thing. And Tottenham as well, I don't think they necessarily deserve to be in the Champions League. But the fact is, they had a good start but not a good end. And it's just the way it interprets it a little bit. But I mean that could be just my opinion, but I think we deserve to be in the Champions League just the way that we've been playing in lockdown. Apart from the Chelsea game, we've played absolutely amazing. The Chelsea game in the Cup, that's what I mean. But uh, that's my reaction on the final day. On to what we should do next. I think with, and people are saying, oh aye, we should sign Jadon Sancho, we should sign players like Jadon Sancho, we should have bloody hell man, we should have signed Jude Bellingham. I do believe we should have signed Jude Bellingham before Dortmund actually got their hands on him. But at the end of the day, we missed out on him, which is a bit of a bad thing. But he deserved a big move to a big club. We were just late to get into the party, like we usually are. And you know what? I'm not actually that bothered about Jude Bellingham. We'll see how he gets on at Dortmund and stuff like that. But with the Jadon Sancho situation, it's not. I'm just edging. I think how I should put this. It's not a necessary deal at the moment. I don't think we should sign Jadon Sancho at the moment. Because we've got the likes of Mason Greenwood, who's in fine form. We've got ignore that. We've got Daniel James, who can obviously be in great form if he shows it again. Who he was great at the start. But we have got the likes of them two. And obviously those two can grow into such good players. So I don't think the signing of Jadon Sancho is necessary at the moment. I really don't, because we're going to have 3 right wingers at the club, and that's just not necessary. I know people are saying, yeah, Daniel James will just go out on loan. Why? That just doesn't make sense. What, just to make space for Jadon Sancho? Is that the only reason why you're going to send him out on loan? No, you don't do that. No, you use Daniel James as maybe a backup. Mason Greenwood is still developing into a good player that he is, and you give Greenwood and James time. We don't go out and spend 90 million on Jadon Sancho. As somebody was saying to me the other day ago, they said Jadon Sancho is a money grabbing get. That's what literally somebody's opinion there was to me the other day ago. I don't necessarily agree that he's a money grabbing get, but we don't have to invest money into Jadon Sancho just yet. If the time comes where obviously we sell Mason Greenwood or we sell Daniel James, yeah, why not? We go for Jadon Sancho, but I just don't think it's necessary yet, and that's my opinion on the matter. With other positions, I said this to people in the stream that I'm doing, the Manchester United career mode. Hopefully that'll be back tomorrow, by the way. We need a centre back, we need a CDM, and we need a striker. So the centre backs that I would be happy with is like Koulibaly, Upamecano, from Leipzig, of course, Umtiti, who is linked with us. I wouldn't be against maybe signing Presnel Kimpembe from PSG. He's a solid rock at the back. But we need to wait and see what's going to happen with the transfer budget and stuff. We might not be able to sign a lot of these good players that I'm on about here. And obviously we are still in for Jack Grealish as well, which I don't think is necessary again. The same with the Jadon Sancho signing. Why would we sign Jack Grealish when we've got players like Pereira and Lingard who can be backups to Bruno Fernandes? Why would we do that? Lingard is a good player, and if none of you have heard the story, by the way, now, because I heard this story ages ago from somebody who I know and is a keen Man United fan, and they were saying to me that obviously the reason why Jesse Lingard hasn't been in the best of form is the fact that he's had to look after his sister, his mum, and stuff like that because his dad died. So that, I think that's what it was, or it's the other way about. His mum died and then he's had to obviously look after his daughter and that. But anyway, that's for another matter. But I think if Jesse Lingard was given the chance, and the same way Andres Pereira, they'd take it because they are two very good players, I'd say. And the fact is, we don't need to be going out and spending 80 million on Jack Grealish. That just is not necessary at the moment, I don't think. And as I say, people are saying about Jack Grealish that he's the next this, he's the next that. He's not. He's overrated. He's not been that great this season. That's why Aston Villa finished where they were. That's why they say that's Aston Villa's marquee player is Jack Grealish. And the fact that that's why they stayed up. No, it's because of the players around him as well. And when Ronaldo was at Man United, that was the same with us, because they always said that Ronaldo was our marquee player, he's the player to watch out for. No, it was the players around him as well, like Rooney, Tevez, Berbatov, and stuff like that. It's not just the one player, it's not a one-man team anywhere. It's the players around him. That's what, that's why they call them teams. Because it's a team effort to get a result, it's a team effort to do this, a team effort to do that. Sometimes, yes, I do agree that some players can take the limelight on some games because they are good players and stuff like that. They've had good performances and stuff like that. And I think also that Jack Grealish is a good player, don't get me wrong, but I just don't think he's necessary at the moment because we've got Jesse Lingard, the fact that we've got Andres Pereira, we've got other players who can play in that position as well, like Mason Greenwood, he could play down the centre. I just don't think we need to be wasting our money on Jack Grealish or Jadon Sancho at the moment. I think there's other positions in the team where we could strengthen and we could get better players in. But with the centre-back, that's a position that we really do need to strengthen in. And we can get very, very good players in that position, like Kimpembe, like Upamecano, like Koulibaly. I'd love to see Koulibaly at Man United. I'd love to see that. So, at some point. And obviously with CDM, we could go for somebody like Ndidi, who I have signed in my Man United career mode stream. We could go for somebody like Thomas Partey from Atletico Madrid. We could go for somebody like Casemiro. Just solid players. That's the kind of thing we need beside Pogba. I know Pogba's solid himself and stuff like that, but I think we just need one more rock in that midfield who can really show Manchester United for what they are, a fantastic team. And with the striker situation, I think players like Andrea Belotti, who I've signed, would be good. I think players like who else could I say? I was maybe tempted to say like Timo Werner, but obviously he's went to Chelsea. And you know what? People have been saying to me, like in the past few days, what do you think of Havertz going to Chelsea? I don't have a problem with it. It's just the fact he's coming to a Premier League club. It's making them stronger. I don't think we should sign Havertz, obviously, for the Cam situation. We don't have a situation at Cam. We've got Bruno Fernandes, he's our star man, and we've got our backups who are brilliant as well. So we don't need players like Havertz, we don't need Grealish and players like that. We need a centre-back, we need a CDM, and we need a striker. So players like Belotti, Lautaro Martinez, Luka Jovic from Real Madrid would be good as well. Who else could I say? Luis Suarez, maybe bring Cristiano Ronaldo back to the club at a push, and maybe players like that. But we don't need cams, we don't need any more attackers apart from a backup striker. That's all we need. And obviously, the only reason why I'm saying about a backup striker is the fact that Ighalo's going back to Shanghai Shenhua. But that's my opinion. If you want to leave your opinions in the comments, guys, please feel free to, and I will have a look at them. But thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. That's just my opinion, by the way, on players that I think we should bring in. And obviously, if you've got any other different opinions or the same opinion, always leave them down in the comments. I'd be very, very happy to hear them. And yeah, thank you ever so much for watching. Hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.